who decided to, break up the tag team after such a fun ride, because it was a fun roller coaster ride?
After Shad and I, we had this discussion many a times. We were getting disappointed in the tag team division because the tag team division at the time wasn't getting a lot of attention. And what we noticed was that they were putting together single wrestlers together, making them a tag team and giving them title runs, giving them title shots. And here you have Crime Time, an established tag team who are fan favorites, and we're not getting our just due. So we kind of like, well, we talked about going our separate ways, but we didn't really get into too much detail, and we kind of ran it across, to the writers. So it was kind of our idea. It was our decision. So yeah, it was pretty much our idea and our decision.
I'll translate that. ¿De quién fue la decisión de que se separara Crime Time? Pues ellos lo estuvieron hablando mucho tiempo, decían que en aquel momento dado la división en pareja, ponían simplemente dos singles competitors juntos y de repente le daban los títulos en pareja, como que no les estaban dando el valor que merecía, y tenías a Crime Time, un equipo ya establecido, nunca se los dieron, y pues tomaron esa decisión. Fue su idea de separarse para buscar oportunidades como singles, y le llevaron esa idea a los creativos en aquel momento dado. Speaking of which, how was your experience working, as a singles competitor, and what was the biggest challenge you face personally, basically, of being out there without Shad, without anyone in your corner?
Yeah, that was a difficult hurdle for me to get over. When the passing of Shad had just happened, it was fresh. I was in depression mode for a few weeks, and I kind of debated if I wanted to get back in the ring or not, if I wanted to be around the wrestling business, because it would remind me a lot of our, of Shad and our relationship. But, after, meditating and staying to myself, I was, something told me like that just is not what Shad would have wanted. He wanted me to continue my career and represent myself and, keeping the Crime Time legacy alive and representing the both of us. So that made me, gave me the fire and the drive, to move forward with my wrestling career solo and put my best foot forward and not just be a wrestler, but, being a superstar, role model, a locker room leader. And I had to transform myself. I had to reinvent myself.
I'll translate that. En aquel momento dado, lo que le dio esa energía, ese fuego para continuar hacia adelante, para poner ese pie y seguir hacia adelante, fue Shad. Lo que Shad creía en él. Shad decía que tenía que representar a Crainton al igual que él iba a hacer él, y simplemente buscó reinventarse y tener éxito en esta nueva carrera de singles competitor en aquel momento dado. How was your relationship with Vince McMahon? I mean, at this point, not many wrestlers had the opportunity to even meet him while working in the company. But back then, things were different. So how was your relationship with Vince?
From my personal experience, I had a great relationship with Vince McMahon. His door was always open. He was very approachable. I didn't politic with him or, say anything personal like, did you see the game the other day? Or, I kept it strictly business. And if I had an idea or creative idea or something that I wanted to do that was related to business, his door was always open. So it was a good relationship.
La relación era buena en aquel momento dado y siempre tenía esa política de que las puertas iban a estar abiertas, siempre podía llegar a su oficina y hablar. Así que de su aspecto personal y de su experiencia personal fue una buena experiencia conociendo y trabajando con Vince McMahon. After both of you got separate pathways from the WWE, were you ever contacted, you and Shad, to make a return as Crime Time one more time?
Yeah, there was some talks about bringing Crime Time back. I'll say, what year was it? Because I went to this show. It was November 19th. Yep. It was the day after Survivor Series. Shad and I actually got the chair right here. If you guys can see it. I brought the chair home.
Awesome.
We went to the show, the Monday night. It was a SmackDown, I believe, we went to. And we talked to the head of talent relations about about returning. You know, the guys, they said our doors are always open. You guys look great. You guys look like you know, have matured a lot, and we would love to bring you guys back. You know, let's send us some stuff and let's talk. You know, it sounded great, you know, but it never materialized. You know, there was just a lot of back and forth. And if Shad was still here, I definitely think that Shad and JTG would have been on your screen, but we will never know.
Yeah, man. I'll translate that briefly. Sí hubo planes para traer a Crime Time de regreso a WWE. Específicamente el 19 de noviembre nos muestra la silla de Raw después de Survivor Series. Hablan con el jefe de Talent Relations en aquel momento dado y dice, ustedes se ven excelentes, están en buena forma. Claro que las puertas están abiertas y pues obviamente siempre estuvo ese back and forth, siempre hablaron, pero pues no se concretó nada y lamentablemente pues todos sabemos lo que ocurrió y ahora sería pues qué pudo haber ocurrido. You know, that news struck everyone and got us by surprise. No one expected that Shad went away. Well, he went away like a hero. So first of all, we didn't have the opportunity to say to you, even though it's been some time, but our condolences to you in losing your best friend. You've been an extremely strong person through, you know, this pathway. Do you think the WWE would induct Shad into the WWE Hall of Fame either on a different wing or on the hero wing they have available, or as, you know, a singles competitor or Crime Time? But do you think the WWE would, you know, induct Shad into the Hall of Fame anytime in the future?
That's a good question, and I have no idea, because WWE is hard to figure out what they're gonna do. If it's the Hall of Fame or if it's the Ultimate Warrior Award, you know, either one would be great for Shad. He is we are Hall of Famers, I believe so. You know, we had a lot of memorable moments in WWE when we started in 2006, and Shad definitely deserves the Warrior Award for his heroic act, you know, sacrificing his life. There's no bigger act than sacrificing your life, especially for your son to live on. Definitely think he deserves it. But, you know, I don't, you know, if he doesn't get the Warrior Award, it doesn't matter. The world knows that he's a hero, and I don't think he needs a award for it. But if it is acknowledged by the WWE, that would be great.
I'll translate that. Le pregunto si Shad será exaltado o podría ser exaltado en el futuro de alguna manera. JTG dice que sí, que eventualmente él entiende que sí, que tanto él como Shad son merecedores de ese premio porque fueron muy memorables, pero Shad específicamente merece ese Warrior Award más que cualquier otra persona, porque no hay acto más heroico que dar tu vida para salvar la de tu propio hijo, y eso lo hace un verdadero guerrero. Si le dan el premio, excelente, pero todos sabemos en el corazón que Shad es un guerrero.